Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Because Isles have a prospect in the Memorial Cup tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Memorial Cup, you guys care about it? The penultimate game in the Canadian Junior Hockey Leagues.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, because they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny,
Don't try it until you've had it. This is episode 78 of the Friends and Rivals podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tom Harkness. Joining me each week are
Colorado Avalanche fan since day one, Steven Wojtowicz.
I've been a Colorado Avalanche fan so long that I still call him the Nordiques. This is Bill Fougere.
Not a sellout. This is Nick Loretta. Fuck you guys.
This is gonna be fun. Nick is we'll just let you decide what Nick is.
I'm hammered.
Okay, well,
or Nick can just tell you what he is.
Well, hey, listen. But before we get started, I have you hear this?
Food.
You would think it's a chip bag. It's not.
Oh.
It is my package.
What is the
my
package?
shirt.
Show us your package.
You want to see my package?
Yes.
It's big.
Oh, it's breaking tees. Okay. Ooh.
So
Nice tees. Nice designs from breaking
tees.
tees. Just
Yeah.
so you know. Very nice design.
I figured my shirts would have came from fucking NHL.com or fan whatever the fuck it is. But no.
Fanatics, by the
You only
way.
have the Strom shirts in XL in this site, right? So
Well, I gotta open my Corey
So,
Connors Winnipeg
while you're
Jets
opening-
shirtsy.
while you're opening your shirtsy, I'll set the backdrop here. So if remember, this is back from the contest that Tom and I had about which goalie would have, I guess, a more votes in the Vezina, or who would be higher in the Vezina ranking, either Igor Shesterkin from the Rangers or Ilya Sorokin from the Isles. And obviously, we had a winner from Igor Shesterkin in the Rangers. And Tom, can you please show us the shirt that has been chosen as the winner?
Well, first and foremost, I have to. Great fucking job. Great fucking job.
Told you
Did
their
you have-
shirts are
did you
nice.
have- did
Their
you have
designs
out-
are.
As the bet outlines, Igor is better.
Oh boy.
Well, higher, so we can all see it. Yeah, there
Yep.
you go. There you
That's
go.
a nice one. That is a
Igor's
nice shirt.
better. And I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, Nick, you have hit the proverbial home run with this one.
I saw that shirt.
Nick. Home run.
That was the obvious runaway winner for you to have on the this
And
contest.
listen,
So
living in Florida, this thing is thin as hell too. Oh my
oh,
god.
good. I'm glad.
Oh man.
I wish we had a
listen.
sponsor from these guys.
Big giant shout out to breakingtea.com for this
There you go.
incredible shirt.
Excellent.
They are the kings of, like, if something happens, they have a T-shirt about it like the next day. And the
So-
their designs are always great. Oh God!
Oh, there he
God.
goes.
Oh,
he took his shirt off.
shirtless.
Look at shirtless
God.
Tom.
Why?
This
No.
is happening. This is in my
I
dreams.
just went from 6 to midnight.
Oh,
Hey, there
it's
we
better.
go.
I might wear this for the next 5 days.
There you go, buddy.
Wow.
There you
Nick.
go.
Fucking home run.
No, nobody pays off a bet like Nick.
Wow. Wow. Well done.
Of course, he
yeah,
called it
buddy.
a contest.
Also, nobody loses more bets than Nick.
That's probably true. But it's more fun that way. I get to pick the winning tee. So
It's a great shirt. Feels great. Everything.
No, it's a great shirt for you.
It is. I mean, my nipples are hard right now. That's how nice this shirt is.
it's
Oh.
good.
It's spectacular. You couldn't
Ah,
have
there we
bought
go.
a better shirt. Well
Alright.
done, Nick.
Okay.
You're a gracious loser.
That's the
Alrighty.
So, the Avs are Stanley Cup champions. And not only 10 minutes after they won the fucking cup, they already put a
broke
gigantic dent in the goddamn thing.
Have you ever seen the base of the Stanley Cup bend like maybe a ding on the metal, but
Right. What
That
didn't one
was-
time the cup itself on top get dented? Didn't that happen one year? I'm sure. it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
the cup,
They have a
right?
guy
Not on
that's
camera.
there. They have a guy there to prevent exactly that. John Denver haircut's got to do a better job looking after that cup.
Oh
Like,
no,
there
no.
was-
His job is to bring it to the ice and then they leave.
No,
Then after
they're supposed to take care of it. They're supposed to watch over it, make sure it stays safe.
I think it's in between visits and in between parties because there's no sight of the I don't know what they call that haircut, but like a
Oh
giant
no,
like
you had it
penis
right.
haircut
It's
Yeah.
not. No, it's not a mullet. It's not a
It's a
mullet.
bowl.
bowl.
It's not a,
Yeah.
No, it's not a bowl. It's like Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber.
No, it's
Exactly.
a
I mean,
I
that-
actually
That
I
was a
call
bowl
it the
cut.
Lego man haircut because that's what every Lego guy, that's what their hair looked like.
Okay, terrific.
I agree. Within,
Nick, don't talk when he says things like that, please.
Oh boy. Well, Nick's hammered. He's got.
I'm hammered,
Well,
boys.
yeah,
I don't know what you're expecting out of me tonight.
So how about this for a cool story? I don't know how I found this person on Twitter, but her name is Adrian, and she lives in
Yo.
Colorado. And
He
like
lives in Niagara Falls.
she makes these signs before, and then they for warm up so the players can see them, and the players acknowledge her and blah 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 blah. And she's a huge fan, right? So she went to Tampa for the game. Somehow she wound up in the post-game hotel party. And they like partied, like they let her in. There's pictures of her with all the players lifting the cup. It's ridiculous. I so want to be that person if and when the Devils ever win it again.
Was it a gangbang?
Then he really wants to be that guy for the
I'm
Devils.
like, well,
I
Steve, you have one
would still do
answer.
it. I would to get pictures of me lifting the cup. Still doing it.
That's
Mike
awesome.
jumps queen.
I don't believe so, but
Gangbang!
you never know.
Oh my god! I think I missed that one, Bill.
But how cool would
It's
that
gotta
be?
be an
Like,
honorable mention.
In my 800 honorable mentions, that I don't think I have.
History of the world.
I don't have History of the World Part 1. Son of a bitch! I knew I was gonna miss one or two. God damn it!
That's
But-
pretty cool, though, Steve.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's great, Steve.
All right, so Colorado Avalanche winners. Steve, didn't we pick the Avalanche to win?
I think we both did. Yes, I think if you
Okay.
go back into the archives,
Nobody did. I don't have that queued up. I know the beginning of the season, I picked the Avalanche to win the cup this year.
I don't
Oh,
have that
okay.
queued
The
up either.
Islanders.
Yeah, keep looking through your little books. You don't.
I'm gonna by the end.
If
of
you
this,
had
I
your
won't
notes a
find
little
it.
bit more organized in a notebook, it'd be easier to find.
Oh, please.
Actually, I don't remember what we picked in the preseason. I'm sure we talked about it previously.
I think Bill and Nick picked Tampa, and Steve and I picked Colorado.
Colorado,
No shit.
boom.
I picked the Islanders. I'm sure of it.
There you go.
Does
You did
It
not.
hurt me to even say it.
You did not pick the Icelanders. I mean, Jesus Christ! The year before
You
that, we all
probably-
picked Colorado versus Philly. Ugh.
You probably picked them to win the Metro or something.
But no, Bill just had him in the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah.
That was it. That was it. I think he picked
Pretty
Washington
good.
to win the Metro.
There's right there. In
You
my
guys picked
notebook.
Tampa.
Do you have the
I know,
right
but-
year? I'm
All
going
right.
back and I'm going to go
Yeah.
back and listen.
Colorado.
Look. See. Steve and I both had Colorado. You and Nick had Tampa.
I mean, that's not bad. That two of us had Tampa, two of us had Colorado, and those two teams were in the finals together.
Well, it's not bad because two of us were right.
Yeah, well, and look, we're experts. We all have microphones in front of us.
I mean,
We are experts.
I mean, Bill thinks he picked the Islanders. I'm pretty positive I picked Tampa to win. But yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Not bad.
we
Not far
kind of
off.
know. We kind of know what we're talking about.
Yeah, Jack Johnson wins a cup. That's great.
Unreal. I
That's
didn't even realize he
He
was
needs
even
the
on the
bonus.
team, to be honest. I forgot that he was there.
I think he got benched for a long period of time during Game 5, but he did play a lot in Game 6. But
Eric Johnson and Jack Johnson on the same team, winning the cup.
Yeah.
Wild.
If you're Eric Johnson, you got to retire, right? Go out a champ, 12 years with the Colorado Avalanche.
I mean, he only played 12 years though. He's got some. I think he's got some miles.
No, he played. Didn't he play with St. Louis before that?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Drafted by St. Louis.
Yeah,
That's who drafted him.
Well,
I was shocked to hear
been.
that he was actually there for that long. I couldn't believe he was there for 12 years already. I thought he was with St. Louis longer, but I guess that was much earlier in his career. I have to look at the trade down.
Does this prove that if you have a team loaded with offense, you don't really need a goaltender to win a championship? Does that set the precedent for years to come that you don't necessarily need a goaltender to win
he's
a
not
championship?
not a terrible. You need a league average goaltender.
He was good
Okay.
enough. He did good in
Pepper's
the
not a bad
playoffs.
goalie.
No, not at all.
He's not Mike Smith. I mean, I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, you don't think Mike Smith on the Avalanche and the Avalanche would have won?
That's a good question. Probably
I don't
not.
know about that.
I don't
Probably
think they
not,
would.
I don't think he's a league average goalie.
I think he was above league average this year.
Nah.
To get Edmonton into playoffs, I think so. I have no research to abide by, but I would have to assume. I mean, he's no freaking Blackwood. But that's
Well,
not fair. He was hurt too much. That's not fair.
necessary.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Man. That's just...
I think it
It's
just
not.
played into their favor that the Avalanche. I think they had the easier path to the finals for sure, and I think they were just a fresher team. I think there was definitely an advantage in net for Tampa, but they just had they just could not match the depth and the freshness of the legs.
No, and you see a list of all those injuries that I mean, I'm not making this as an excuse, but there was a lot of key injuries to Tampa and some of their key guys.
And severe
point,
injuries,
yeah.
not just bumps and bruises, man. Those are some severe torn ligaments and broken fingers and stuff like that. Ridiculous.
Right.
It's because they had to play the Rangers and
They had to go,
the
and
Maple Leafs in particular. Florida,
deep
not so
series,
much,
long
but
series, yeah.
those were tough series with Toronto. Toronto, for going out in the first round again, they were really tough to get by, really tough, and the Rangers obviously tough as well.
And you said it about the Rangers too, Bill. The Colorado gave themselves the opportunity to not go long in series. They closed it out when they had to, and they had a lot of left in the tank by the time the finals came around. And I think that's what you got to do. You got to do, it's course management. It's course management,
100%.
So congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche. That puts the end to the 21-22 season. And now we can close the book on that and move on to next season.
Montreal, you're on the clock.
Yep. So some important dates coming up. July 1st is the first buyout window. Then July 7th, we have the first round of the NHL draft. So that'll be next week. And then the big one on July 13th, the free agency begins. So it's an exciting couple of weeks coming on in the NHL. And we'll be here until probably the 13th, and then after that we'll start hibernating for the summer, as they say. So what did get announced this week were Hall of Fame ballots for next year. The Sundin brothers, Roberto Luongo, Daniel Alfredsson, among the more notable NHL players, and then a couple other people that were in different categories. There's a female and someone in the builders category that I don't have a list in front of me. But the Sedins, I don't know if they have the resume to make
I think,
let alone both of them.
I think even Alfredsson is borderline.
Listen, Daniel Alfredsson career stats: 444 goals, 713 assists for 1,157 points in 1,246 games. It's a little under a point a game. Bill, check my math. And I mean, what kind of awards are we talking about with Alfredsson here? He won the Calder. He won the King Clancy.
Yeah.
and the Messier Leadership Award.
So nothing real.
No. Well, I mean, the Calder is real.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can't take that away from him.
Nobody's
He's
taking
almost
any of them.
he has more points than and more points per game than both the Sedin brothers. I mean, he's almost point per game, closer.
Yeah,
I still think he's borderline, but even less than borderline, did not qualify for the Hall of Fame.
Almost 500 goals, 444.
No,
Again, I think if
not
he
500.
gets in, Eliash has got to get in. If the Sedins get in, Eliash has got to get in.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
So what do we got for Eliash career stats?
Well, before we get to, and while Steve's looking up Eliash, Alexander Mogilny, that was a lot of people were bitching about Mogilny. Mogilny had 473 goals, 559 assists, 1032 in points in only 990
not even
NHL
1,000
games.
games.
That's
Yeah.
more than a point a game.
Yeah.
He won the Stanley Cup, and he was a Lady Bing in 02 and 03.
Well, those aren't real.
Yeah, no, that's just
Well, the Lady Bing is a real award. Come on.
Eliash 408, 617 for 1025 in 1,240 games. A two-time Stanley Cup champion, and never won a bronze medal in the Olympics. Because now it's not just, it's obviously not just NHL statistics that count. So again, if the Sedins get in, Eliash has got to get in.
Well, Henrik Sedin, 240, 830 for 1070 in 1,330 games. I mean, really? That's Hall of Fame worthy?
No, it's not.
No.
Let's see. We got, in 2010, he won the Art Ross. Same year, he won the Hart. But that's it. That's all he's got on his resume. Daniel Sedin, 393 for 648, 1041 in 1306. I mean, those are not Hall of Fame stats. They're just not.
And I'm not saying, I want to make this clear. I'm not saying Patrick Eliash deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But if those two get in, he should get in.
So should Mogilny.
I'd reverse that. I'd say Eliash, Mogilny, way more deserving
than those
two Sedin brothers. 100%. 100%. Not even close. Sedins are more there because of name recognition. They're twins. They were like,
everything. They did everything together.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They won dick. Eliash has how many cups does he have?
2.
To his name? 2. Sedins have how many?
0.
Yeah.
Combined. If you add all of their Stanley Cups together, it's 0.
Alfredson too.
Yeah. Mogilny had 76 goals in the one season he had.
Yeah.
Well,
and
here's someone who's also more deserving. 220 goals, 591 assists, 811 points as a defenseman in 1,301 games played, and has won the Stanley Cup. Sergei Gonchar. Three-quarters of those points against the Rangers.
Gonchar for
on
sure.
the power play.
Gonchar for Hall of Fame for sure. Yeah.
Multiple teams, Washington Penguins for sure.
I don't understand how he doesn't make the Hall of Fame with those numbers. And
I think it's one of those years.
Well,
he
was a dominant offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
For a large portion of his career. He was a power play specialist. I mean, you put Sergei Zubov in, Sergei Gonchar's got to go in.
Yeah, that's true. And as for the Sedins, we all saw their whole career. We all rooted for different teams. Whenever your team was going to play Vancouver, did you panic about facing the Sedins?
No,
I know they're good players.
Never.
No, they're quality players. You're like, oh shit, we got this. A Hall of Famer should be making you shit your pants when you go in and play against him. Go, oh fuck, we got to play that guy tonight. They never did that.
Well, maybe that one year when Henrik won the won the Hart in 11 when they went to the finals and lost to Boston in 7. Maybe that year he put a little fear into, but still.
That's the only year. Only year. Only year. No other year do they have more than 14 games played in the playoffs. So that was the only year, man. They had 25 games played that season. Other than that, nowhere close.
That wraps that up.
There are certainly
You done fucked up, Hall of Fame. You done
We've
fucked
rejected
up.
them. They're going to announce tomorrow that they've been rejected.
They're gonna, yep,
They're
they
going to
should.
undo that decision.
I really don't think that they're gonna do that.
The shitty part is like
the United
they put 2
Arab
guys in.
Emirates has a groundswell of support for us calling back this vote, then it's going to happen.
All right, United Arab Emirates, go get them, sick them. I mean, I did say I was thinking this jokingly, but I think Pat Verbeek is more deserving of the Hall of Fame than the Sedins. We got 522 goals, 540 assists for 1,062 points in 1,424 games, and he won the cup.
He's got that's a magic number, right? 525 goals.
He's got 500 goals.
Yeah,
He's a 500
Magic
goal scorer.
number.
How's he not in the Hall?
That's pretty good, man.
Like I said, I kind of said that tongue in cheek and a little jokingly, but God, he deserves. If those numbers by the Sedins put them in, Pat Verbeek belongs in the Hall of Fame.
And he'd be the only one in the Hall of Fame who peed in the little kid toilet.
That's mean.
So until Brad Marchand goes in.
Well, yeah, he's going.
Yeah.
As much as we may not like that.
Can we move on to the bulk of tonight's podcast, please?
What we were just on it. We were talking about the Hall of Fame. That's the bulk of what our podcast is.
This segment that I'm now dreading every week. Can we please move on to it?
Why?
I love that Steve hates it so much.
We're gonna play guess who this is and guess who belongs in the Hall of Fame. That's
It's
Billy's
just
favorite game.
Yeah, that is Billy's favorite game. This next segment is just so time consuming.
All right, let's go to our top 5 list.
The top 5 again. I just can't wait to do the top 5 again. The life I love is making top 5s with my friends. And I can't wait to do the top 5 again.
This week we have top 5 movies in the category of comedy. Boom.
Oh boy, this is a
I mean,
hard
yeah.
one.
Said I'm waiting for the damn glue to wear off.
With no precursor, no year limits. This is every comedy movie that's ever been made in the history of cinema is up for consideration.
And
Just
we're going to
add
name
every-
all of them in our honorable mentions.
And we probably
God.
are.
Oh, I my list had 76 movie titles on it this morning.
For those of you who are listening at home, Tom typed up a list
I did.
that is 2 columns long,
I did.
10
No, but
fonts.
listen,
and it's-
I have since reduced. No, what's more? Hold on, I'll tell you what my font was. Hold on.
Helvetica, probably.
We don't need to go to it.
The
Tom's
audience
a
wants
big
to know.
Helvetica fan.
No, it was Calibri, whatever the fuck you call it. That's the one. I only have one column.
He narrowed it down.
Narrowed it
to
down.
1 column.
I have a top 5 and 36 honorable mentions.
36 honorable mentions.
I want to hear Tom's honorable mentions first. I want Tom to go first.
You want? I went first last
yeah.
week. All right, I'll go first.
You go first. You go
No
first.
problem. My
got 1,000.
honorable mentions. Old School, Office Space, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Cable Guy, Coming to America, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Ghostbusters, Trading Places, The Naked Gun, Airplane, Real Genius, Let It Ride, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, Dodgeball, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Police Academy, Happy Gilmore, Eurotrip, Knocked Up, Wedding Crashers, American Pie, Beverly Hills Cop, Caddyshack, Fanboys, Role Models, Yes Man, Waiting, Hot Tub Time Machine, Beer Fest, Fletch, Just One of the Guys, The Great Outdoors, Better Off Dead, Van Wilder, and Major League. Those are all top-notch comedies.
And it's hard to argue there. A lot of Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
What do you mean? A lot of
He's
Jim Carrey?
fucking
There
good,
was-
man.
There was like
Fucking
3.
good.
What's 10% of the list?
Billy, check his math on that.
It's approximate. It's a good approximate.
So who's
All
next?
right. I guess I'll go next
Go
because
ahead,
I'll
Drunky.
forget. All right. Honorable mentions: Old School, Super Troopers, Mallrats, PCU, Ace Ventura, Anchorman, Next Friday, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Superbad, Best in Show, Napoleon Dynamite, Galaxy Quest, Caddyshack 2 because better than 1, Spaceballs,
Oh,
Step Brothers,
Whoa,
We're the Millers, Police Academy, Half Baked.
Are you?
It's my
What?
stuff. Shut up.
At Caddyshack 2?
Yeah. Shut up.
Are
for
you
the first time,
Hold
for the
up,
first time in
hold
the
up.
history of the list, this is fucking debatable.
I'm not even done. Fuck you guys.
Wow.
Spaceballs, Step Brothers, We're the Millers, Police Academy, Half Baked, The Hangover, Cable Guy, Talladega Nights, Dude, Where's My Car, Elf, Naked Gun, Hot Shots, Major League, Slapshot, Coming to America, Zoolander, and Beer Fest.
But it was the Coming to America that just got released. It was the second one. that
It
he
wasn't the
found.
original one.
First one. What was the new one called? It wasn't called Coming to America. It was something else,
I
right?
don't know who they
Coming
No,
Back
you
to
had
America?
Caddyshack 2
Back to
on your list.
America?
God damn it!
All
Bill?
right.
All right, my honorable mentions. Well, okay. First, these honorable mentions: Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Spaceballs, Airplane, Naked Gun, Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy, Office Space, Coming to America, When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, The Birdcage, all the Austin Powers movies. There's Something About Mary, and then categorically, I'm going to throw in all Kevin Smith movies and all Broken Lizard movies because I don't want to bother making a list that's just going to be Kevin Smith and Broken Lizard.
That's a lot of
Especially
movies,
Kevin Smith.
man.
If you want,
Chasing Amy.
I mean, my top 5 would all be Kevin Smith. I mean, well, I don't know what to do. So to give any credit to anybody else, we could just do a top 5 Kevin Smith thing.
Very fair.
Good.
I honestly was thinking about that.
That is very
Where-
fair.
Billy, where's Tusk in your list of Kevin Smith movies?
It's gonna be 9-ish.
Not a
probably.
comedy, though. Not a comedy.
Oh, come
In a
on.
way, it kind of was a comedy.
So my honorable mentions: Forgetting Sarah Marshall, The Heat, The Other Guys, Better Off Dead, Broadcast News, Super Troopers, Spaceballs, Trading Places, Fletch, Big, and Real Genius.
Breaking news. That was the one with Burt Reynolds, right?
No, that was
That
Chasing
was
Cable.
Switching
channels.
Yeah.
Switching channels.
God damn, that was a good one. Oh man, I should have had that on my list.
And honestly, I think of that all the time when the Devils
Siegenthaler?
play because of Siegenthaler. Yeah.
God, fuck! I might not have fucking Cannonball Run on my list.
Yeah, look at
Holy
that. There's
shit.
another one. You missed it.
Damn.
There's too many. There's too many.
There's way too many.
there's just
Way
Too
too
many.
broad a category. It's a
Way too
terrible
fucking
fucking category. You're right.
Uh,
What?
Yeah,
No,
but
go ahead.
this
Number
is gonna
5.
be fascinating when we get to the actual top 5.
Yeah,
Here we are.
we are now.
Top 5.
All right, you want me to go
Well,
first again?
we always go in the same fucking order. We've been doing this for 16 years.
No,
let's go.
we haven't. First off, we haven't been. And last
go.
week was the first time I went first. So,
If I
In
take that
order.
math, it's not working out very
all
well.
right, my number
You lead
5.
off.
My number 5 is Mr. Mom.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of
Oh,
these
boy.
comedies, man, they got a lot of meaning. To me, anyway. To me. And Mr.
All right.
Mom is one of them.
Great movie. My number 5, probably the movie I watched the most because of my wife. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Mm.
Classic.
I think that might
Classic.
be honestly the movie I watched the most of any movie I've ever watched in my life because we have to watch it every Christmas, all the time.
Whenever
All the
it's
time.
on. Whenever it's on, it's on.
Might be
And-
the number 1 Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Not debatable.
It
Not
took my number
debatable.
1 spot over A Christmas Story because
Every
of my wife.
scene, like when you watch
Oh,
that
it's
movie,
so
it's just like
quotable.
one
So
scene
quotable.
after another is just quotable.
So quotable. Amazing movie.
My number 5 is the Jason Bateman vehicle, Bad Words. If you've never seen it, it is very entertaining. It's about him as an adult entering a spelling competition. Because of a loophole, he gets into the competition, and there's reasons why he wants to win the competition, et cetera, but it's very, very funny. Hence, it's on the comedy list.
This might be the only movie I haven't seen on the list.
And my number 5. So Steve set an over under for my movies after 2000.
Yes.
He set an over under at 1.
Yes.
I don't know. Anybody have any takers for over under?
At all under.
You have under 1? All right. So my number 5 is a post 2000 movie. Start off. Shaun of the Dead. Edgar Wright.
Hey, great movie.
Okay. So that's 1. Let me mark that down.
It's 1.
I was wondering if anybody had the whole trilogy of those movies. It was like End of the World, Shaun of the Dead, and Hot Fuzz. I think those are the 3.
Fuzz.
Yeah. I was wondering if anybody had that on their list. Those are great movies, all of them.
Yeah.
Those British movies?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on
Yeah.
the list.
You don't speak English, right? Only American?
It's the stupid accent. I can't get over it.
He loves it. My number 4. Number 4. One Crazy Summer.
Hmm.
A little comedy about Nantucket.
Who's in that one?
So you think One Crazy
Cusack,
Summer, obviously,
Bobcat
is better
Goldthwait.
than Better Off Dead?
It was close. It was close.
Okay.
It was close.
It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue.
I quote
Interesting.
both of those movies equally about the same. And I showed Tyler One Crazy Summer probably a couple weeks ago. That's probably why it edged it out.
Okay, fair enough.
I have to watch that. I don't think I've actually watched that movie before. That's
That's
no.
a good thing you watch Caddyshack too, though.
Fuck yeah, amazing.
No,
All right,
no,
number-
no, 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 no.
No. Number 4 is Office Space.
Oh,
Good one.
It's I saw this in the movie theaters, and when I saw the movie theaters, I wish I had known this would be my life only a few years later. However, I didn't understand completely until I got to it. But Jesus Christ, the foresight of goddamn, what's his guy's name?
Mike
I'm gonna
Judge?
forget- Mike Judge, thank you. His foresight into this entire like way Office play works, and I don't understand. I guess he worked in Silicon Valley before this whole thing happened, or just blew up, or whatever he did. It was unbelievable. Just honestly, it's so fucking on point, even today. And this movie came out in the 90s. I mean, it's ridiculous. Every day I go through a day and I'm like, this is right out of fucking Office Space. It's the shit, the meaningless, dumb shit that we go through on a daily basis.
At
Just
least once
quoted
a
it
quarter,
Friday.
I look for a hypnotist to just kind of knock me out.
The goddamn
Michael
TPS reports, man.
Bolton? Is that your real name?
my number
I
4.
celebrate his entire catalog.
My number 4, which makes it not debatable, is Office Space.
Oh, there we go.
Number
Like I
4,
said,
that's not debatable. Wow.
just quoted it
Not
last week.
debatable.
Just quoted it last
Not
week. PC
debatable.
load letter. We had a
PC
little printer
load
issue.
letter.
We had a little printer issue in the office.
Oh.
So,
You take it out
gives
back
me,
into the
like,
field?
Nightmares. It gives me nightmares because the days when I started working and dealing with fucking PC load letter issues is way too high
yeah.
and doesn't actually make any sense. But it's a real fucking thing.
Not in the manager. I mean, how is
not
it
gonna
Not gonna work
there
anymore.
I feel like I should have had Office Space.
Are we going into the
Yeah.
70s, Bill? Let's go.
Well, I'm always missing some mundane detail. My number 4 is in the 70s. Very good, Steve. Monty Python's
Yeah,
The
my
Life
Python.
of Brian.
Ooh, I'm Brian. Okay.
So probably the
Shockingly
first of
disrespectful movie.
Probably the first of
Love
two.
it.
the first of two Monty
Yeah.
Python
I was
entries.
gonna
out
say.
of
Everybody's
this.
list for sure. No doubt.
You have a. All right.
Tom.
My number 3. God damn. Probably one of the funniest movies
Well, no, the third funniest.
I said one of is Dumb and Dumber. Fucking Lloyd Christmas, man.
Absolutely
Goddamn.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I don't think he and Jeff
Terrible.
Bridges have taken more of a role that they acted more serious in. It was just the best movie. Hilarious.
Yet
I mean,
yet another Jim Carrey entry on the Tom list.
Tommy, I gotta
Well
say,
deserved.
it's not fucking debatable
Oh,
about
baby!
number 3 because my number 3 is Dumb and Dumber.
Oh.
Absolutely out of control. Unbelievable movie. I can watch that anytime.
Anytime.
Sammy Swami Samsonite. I was way off. If we don't use that,
on the moon.
if me and Jared don't use that comment, that
He
exact
must
quote,
work
like
out.
every other week. I mean, I'm not joking. We say that all the time. I mean,
Oh
there's
my
too many
God.
times we quote that movie.
There's
Oh.
some times where I'll text a buddy of mine at work, Tyler. I'll text him just some Dumb and Dumber references. It'd be cold out here. You want these extra pair of gloves? My hands are getting sweaty.
The streak stops here because I do not have Dumb and Dumber
No, you
at
do
number
not.
3.
We know.
No, you
Wasn't
do not.
even on the list.
No,
On your
way
list
too
of honorable
fucking-
mentions,
You're way
right?
too smart for that. Yeah.
Number 3, Swingers.
Wow, Swingers number 3.
Yeah, I've just, maybe it's like Tom said, sometimes these movies, it's more about an emotional attachment on top of the comedy. But number 3, Swingers.
I'm going to make Gretzky bleed.
Fuck you, Dalil. You beat me to it. Honestly, I didn't even consider it as a comedy. Even though it's a comedy, I love that movie, but I didn't put it into the category because of just
I didn't either.
the,
There
like-
were a couple movies that wound up on the list that could have gone
yeah.
either way. My
Yeah.
number 2 is similarly could have gone on another list.
You
that
mean
I'm
like
sure
I
Billy's-
love that movie though. I
Like
will
Billy's
watch that
When
movie.
Harry
the
Met Sally?
shit out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like a
Well,
drama.
and I had
right.
I left some movies out that I had in our sports movie thing because like Goon, Dodgeball, sort of consider Bull Durham, sort of a comedy too, but I wasn't gonna put it over here. My number 3, post 2000.
No
It
way.
is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ugh.
Douglas
Wow. Okay.
Adams, story.
Fantastic movie. I didn't think that would be in a comedy set category, but what was the reason why you put it in there?
Oh, it was so much. It's so much more comedy than science fiction. I know there's a
To
big
piss
science
me
fiction
off.
element to it, but it's. I mean, when I read that book, when I read all those books, when I was young, I just laughed my ass off for hours. I
It was
read through that thing.
well
I
cast.
must have read those books 8 times.
Yeah. Super well cast, I felt like. The Most Def was great. The guy, whatever his fucking name is, that British actor
Zoe
who was the main
Deschanel.
character.
Oh, Sam
Zoe
Rockwell.
Deschanel.
Yeah,
Sam
they were
Rockwell.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Fantastic.
original Jim from The Office.
Tom, you're
from the
number
British
2.
Office.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? I can't remember his name. I
I
just
don't
can't,
remember his name
can't
either.
fucking remember his
But it's
name.
Jim from The Office that nobody thinks of.
He's
as
the
Jim from The
Hobbit.
Office.
He's in all these fucking movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He's the original Jim. He's like Jamie or some bullshit. I don't know. Go ahead, Tom.
Wake up, Tom.
No, listen, I was giving you guys can talk as long as you want. I'm not a fucking time police like Steve is. Jesus. My number 2, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It was that, I remember bringing it home the first time from the movie rental place and popping it in the VCR, and I damn near wore that thing out for the 48-hour period I had the rental for.
Was it
It
not
was awful.
Blockbuster? What was the video place du jour?
It was it was in Metuchen, across from the field where they had the fair, the Metuchen Fair at, and across from Food Town, next to the corner deli. It was some Video Star, Video Bazaar, or something like that. It was a knockoff type of movie rental place. It was great.
Quick aside. you mentioned a very important thing. I didn't think to even mention this before, but you wore the hell out of that movie that you rented. Anybody else have a movie that they rented multiple times? At the movie, at like Easy Video or Blockbuster growing up.
Karate Kid.
Pornos. What are we talking about?
Damn it! I just said pornos. Damn it!
Steve, anybody? Any
Not
movies?
that I can think of. No.
Okay, because I did Mallrats and PCU before I owned both those VHSs, and then Endless Summer 2, which I watched a stupid amount of times. I can't. That's all I got. I thought it was an interesting point because I did that shit a lot. I went to the same movies over and over. I think I was wondering if you guys did the same shit.
Listen, there's a movie right now that's on TV that I'm wearing out. Let It Ride. Like Lauren's like, you literally just watched this movie last night. I'm like, yeah, I can watch it every single time it's on and laugh just as hard as the first time I watched it.
So we were more of a put Columbia House out of business family where we would just use different names and do the 8 for a penny, 8 for a penny. So we owned a lot.
That makes sense. So also Billy made a very interesting point about porn. I had to put this in as a very quick story. When I turned 18, I turned 18. I was allowed to go into the Easy Video nudie section. So
not that you ever wanted to, by the way.
This is the first and last time I went into it. Just this is very clear, right? So we walked into Easy Video, me and my buddies from high school, and we're like, hey Nick, you turned 18. You can go into the nudie section. And I was like, oh my God. I sprinted full steam into Kendall Park. Kendall Park, Franklin Park, Easy Video in the plaza there. It used to be whatever it was in that brick building there where what's it called is now Confex is there. Yeah, right next to it. So I ran straight into it. I jump kicked the fucking doors. They were like those salon doors. I jump kicked it like a crazy man.
You mean saloon?
Yeah, like a saloon.
No,
salon.
Right.
I didn't know. Thank you. I had no idea what a fucking salon door was.
Yeah, salon doors. Okay, those saloon doors. Okay, saloon doors. I love that word, Nick.
I'll just get a permanent blowout, please. Just a permanent blowout.
All right. Hold on. It's a quick story. I running jump kick those saloon doors open, and there was one guy in there in this small. It's like a closet. It's 5 by 5, and this guy was in there looking at some movie, and he fucking just was like holy shit. And then as I continued my momentum because I couldn't, you jump kick something, you fly all the way to through. No, he didn't come on me, but he basically probably came in his pants and then sat there for about a split second before leaving with whatever he had in his hand and just left. And I was like, penis. Oh my God, I had no idea there was
he has penis in his hand, Nick.
And that wasn't the movie he wanted. It was just the movie he had at the time.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But then the guy left and I was like, I feel fine now. So yeah, never do that, obviously.
But actually, you bring up a great question, Nick. What?
Did you come?
In your cover what?
In your Easy
Jesus
Video.
Christ, man, there's some things you just don't talk about in public.
What doors were blocking the porn section? Were they salon doors like Nick had, or were they like the beads that were hanging down?
No, beads. Yeah, we had beads.
Yeah, we had the beads.
Salon doors. You guys didn't have the fancy doors like us.
No, we didn't.
No we didn't.
We didn't have Flo behind the door doing hair.
Oh man.
Give me the Greg Brady, please.
Jesus.
All right, where were we?
Who was going
number 2?
That was your 2?
That was Nick's 2. That was Nick's 2.
That was your number 2.
My 2?
Fuck,
it was my 2. That's how we started. Holy crap.
Let it ride, right?
Half hour ago. This is what happened.
No, it was Ferris Bueller. This is Nick's fault. This is not my fault.
What was Let It Ride? It was number 2, I thought.
No,
Ferris Bueller. He wore out Ferris Bueller.
Yeah,
which got you on your tangent. Which got
right now that I'm torturing my wife with.
All right, awesome. Ooh, awesome. Number 2. Number 2 is one of my. It's weird because this is one of my favorite movies for a while, and then it became reality. Any guesses?
something with triplets, I'm guessing. Just the
No.
Something I'm drunk. Something.
Dude, where's my
Okay.
car?
Wow, that'd be a good guess, but I already had it in my mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I thought that.
Idiocracy. One of Mike Judge's movie and second Mike Judge movie
second
on
Mike
my
Judge
list.
movie, yeah.
Yeah. Scarily has become, instead of a comedy, it's become closer to reality.
Wow.
But I love that movie. It was such a funny movie. Just ridiculously stupid and out of the realm of possibility, which has slowly become a reality. Fuddruckers becoming buttfuckers, and Carl's Jr. becoming the only possible. Their quotes were what was it? Their slogan became "Fuck you, I'm eating." It was amazing, fantastic.
Raise your hand if you've never seen it.
Are you serious? You never seen Idiocracy? Am I talking to all three of you?
Yes, three. You're talking to three people who have never
Three
seen the
people
movie.
who've never seen this movie. Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna
I
you
wrote
have
it
to watch
down.
this.
I'm gonna check it out. I wrote it down.
Okay. First of all, three of you have to watch this for next week. I need to understand and hear what your
For next
impressions of
week?
this movie.
Nick just gave us homework.
I don't know.
Homework.
I don't know about for next week.
Homework. Come on.
Maybe by
Easy.
sometime
Easy.
next season, I can see.
Easy.
What is it? Is it on anything? Is it on like Netflix right now?
Oh, well, I don't know, man.
You look that up, Steve. What's your number two?
My number two is another one of those, marginal movies. I think I've quoted it or mentioned it before. It's a movie called The Paper, starring Michael Keaton.
We like marginal. Yeah, marginal in the top 5 is what we're.
No.
Can't say I've seen that one either. So,
It is a good. It's a good flick.
Marginal in terms of it's not necessarily a comedy,
Yeah.
but there's
okay.
comedic aspects of it.
My number 2 has been mentioned a couple times already. But I have it in the number 2 spot. Dumb and Dumber.
Wow.
From let's throw another shrimp on the bobby to you're saying there's a chance. It's one after another, one liner. Fucking.
That's a
Colorado.
90s movie, right? That's 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That accent, New Jersey. God damn. Fucking.
Too good.
I can't believe we're at number 1. I'm so excited.
We do
Tom,
mine
it's you.
Mine.
Shit.
Of course he's got a
he's
video.
doing something else.
Video.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Here's my number 1. Here's a clip from my number 1.
Sorry, folks, we're closed for 2 weeks to clean and repair America's favorite family fun park. Sorry.
My number 1 is National Lampoon's Vacation.
The original.
The OG Aunt Edna on the roof of the family truckster, honky lips written on the side of the car. Goddamn, every bit of that movie, just fucking hilarious, one after the other, and set up movies galore after that.
Fantastic movie.
Classic.
Fantastic
Another
movie.
classic.
All right, my number
Are you
1.
queuing yours up? Are you
No,
queuing up Cliff
I'm
yours?
not queuing my up. I would
Oh.
do something special, but I'll leave Tom to be special here. My number 1 is a often quoted on this podcast movie. Any guesses? Never.
We
Too
quote
many.
so
Too many.
Yeah, I mean,
We quote so many.
My favorite comedy of all
Is
time.
it The Jerk?
easily-
The Jerk.
Not even close. Not even close.
Why it goes along with the Idiocracy.
Not even close. No, it's not. Jerk and Idiocracy, very different. My favorite is Euro Trip.
Quality.
Quality movie. Not very movies. You can have an amazing music video that is actually extremely catchy, and then at almost every scene, just tons of fucking quotes. I was looking at the quotes in this movie, and it's just too fucking many.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Matt
Fantastic.
Damon can sing, man.
Matt Damon can sing. Who knew?
The hot tub
You got
scene.
something. You got something
Yeah.
right here
The hot
on
tub
your
scene.
on your
Little right here.
Yeah, right.
Right
here?
No. I think it might be
Oh, look.
Snap or something. Keep
Is
rubbing.
right by my Bundesex.
It says right here, you kiss your sister.
You guys are the worst twins ever.
That is- yeah.
Miami
Very good.
Vice, best new TV show.
With this,
Very,
I start my own hotel. I quit.
very, very good. Very good choice.
Classic.
I kind of went a Billy route with this one.
What? It's British?
I was gonna say a movie, but I've really decided it's every movie he's ever made. So it's Chasing Amy / every Kevin Smith movie.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I
Can't
couldn't
disagree
pick. I couldn't pick one, and he couldn't not be on the list. So I picked them all.
Take them all.
I picked them all.
Just Kevin Smith. Just Kevin
Just
Smith.
yes.
You
It's
can
all
pick them
fair.
all. That was kind of a cheap.
He's
way
got all the
out,
same
but all
characters
right.
in all of them.
I mean,
It's Chasing Amy is my personal favorite, but
Fantastic movie.
I picked them
Fantastic
all.
movie.
It was great.
My favorite's Jersey Girl. No, I'm just
Of
kidding.
course.
My number one movie, Sophie's Choice. Now, see that whole
Oh,
No,
my-
yeah, hold on. Is it the Love Guru? No, it's not the Love Guru.
is it Cop Out?
Uh,
Is it Cop Out?
oof.
Kindergarten Cop.
it's not trivia
Twins?
time yet. No, I'm just
Oh,
Twins?
it's not true. Yeah, it's not
Twins?
true.
I'm just gonna tell you what my favorite movie, comedy movie is. My number one comedy movie from Mel Brooks is Blazing Saddles.
I mean,
I figured you for Mel Brooks, at least
Damn.
a number one for Mel Brooks. I thought it might be something different, but Plain Sal's fantastic movie.
Blazing Saddles.
The
yeah.
way, with our woke culture, the way that they haven't gone after that movie for the way they just destroy rednecks
He's
just blows my mind.
he's an American
They
icon. I don't
destroy
think
him.
he
It's
can.
too far back. Too far back.
He's an American icon.
Millennials
Yeah,
don't
dude.
understand.
You can't create movies like that anymore. And
No.
man, no one said Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Not-
God,
nope.
That's another one. God damn.
Ooh, too many. There's too many.
There's
Way
way
too
too many. There's
There are
Johnny
many.
Dangerously. There's Gung Ho. There's
Oh my god, I forgot Johnny Dangerously.
But you did your honorable mentions.
American
Holy
Pie.
shit.
All the American Pies.
American Pie,
They're
yeah.
all entertaining.
Yeah. The Tommy Boy, Black Sheep.
Game
God.
Night.
Any of
Game
the
Night was a great movie.
any of the
Best in
Blues Academy
Show.
movies.
I said Best in Show in my
Honorable
He
mentions.
was-
I
he
know,
did
I
say
heard it.
Best in Show.
Fast Times.
Yeah, had
Yeah.
that.
That
Great
sounds good.
Outdoors, Summer Rental,
Yeah, just
Stripes.
too many fucking movies to name. It's a terrible
many.
category.
It's not a terrible category. There's
Terrible.
so many. It's very. This is
Terrible.
actually a good category because we actually didn't have
There
too
was-
many similar things.
Yeah, there was duplicates though. I mean,
yeah,
Incredibly.
only the really good
Incredibly.
ones.
Well,
Only
I
the
think-
really good ones. Yeah.
it's not debatable that I think Dumb and Dumber is
Got
the
3
best
votes.
comedy
Fucking
It-
unbelievable.
of this podcast.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
unfortunately.
Office
Yeah, I
Space and Dumb and
agree with
Dumber. The first two I had on my list were Office Space and Dumb and Dumber. No joke. Those are the first two I put in my list. I was like, those
Oh,
have to
okay.
be somewhere. And that off the top of my head. So then it just took a while to go through all.
Figure out where
the
they
things.
laid
Yeah.
it.
I'm
That's exactly
kind
right.
of shocked you didn't say Kingpin. Didn't you have it on your sports list?
That's a good one.
Had it on the sports list, but
Yeah.
just no.
There's a lot of
There's
sports
too many.
ones,
There was
too.
too many other movies. Yeah, there's too.
Yeah.
What are you taking out?
Yeah, I
You know?
I agree. I really like Fanboys. I wanted to get it higher, but there's nothing I could take out in order to put it in. Nothing.
Yeah.
And now
many.
it's time for trivia with Bill. Yuck.
Now this is the wrong bell.
This is such a
That was the shortest
such a
yeah,
letdown.
we've had in a while.
This is such a letdown after that discussion now.
That's my favorite part of this whole podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, what was the nickname for the San Jose Sharks line that featured Joe Pavelski, Kyle
Where have I
Wellwood,
heard this before?
and Torrey
Yeah.
Mitchell?
This was really the question. I thought you were
I didn't
joking.
realize you guys-
Oh, that's the real question.
The Joe line.
Should I go through the multiple choices right now?
So, I know what it wasn't. It wasn't ZZ Pops because that was Zach Parisi, Travis Zajac, and Jamie Langenbrunner.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Okay, and it wasn't the HBK line because that was a Pittsburgh.
Harper
thing.
Kid.
It wasn't the fly line, right?
Yeah, why are we naming lines that?
What was the A line?
We're process of elimination, Bill. We'll get there. We just got to eliminate all the ones that wasn't first.
Okay.
Right.
Wasn't the baby shark line?
Wasn't the crash line?
Wasn't the gag line?
Wasn't the identity line?
I brought a gag.
do you want to gag me? I do now.
Well, now.
Who are the three guys on the line again? I actually really want to listen to you.
Thornton. Who else?
No Thornton.
No,
Joe
Pavelski.
Pavelski.
Yeah.
Kyle
Pavelski.
Wellwood.
Kyle
and
Wellwood.
Torrey Mitchell. Gonna be
Maybe
honest,
some-
I've only heard of Joe Pavelski.
PMW? Were they the PMW line?
No, I'm thinking.
No.
Crap. I'm gonna say this, and it actually might be it. Was it the All-American line?
No, sir.
Oh, good. Thank God. I would have vomited in my mouth a little if that was it.
We're the members of the All-American League.
Nice.
It's too soon.
Last week.
Was it the A line?
I said the A line.
No, somebody said
Nobody
that.
listens to
It
you, Nick.
wasn't
Have
the A
another
line.
drink.
Damn it. Fuck you, Steve.
It
I
wasn't
think
the A
more.
line,
I'm gonna be
the B line,
fucking
but the C line.
completely trashed.
Was it the Jaws line? Something
No.
stupid like that. Something that centered on sharks.
Can we do the multiple
Yeah.
choice?
Multiple
Please.
choice.
A, the bomber line.
Ugh.
B, the jet line.
Ugh.
C, the pony line. D, the helicopter line.
That's gotta
Pony
be-
line.
It's the jet.
Gotta be
line.
that one.
Ugh.
It's not the pony. I think I heard jet. It's not the jet or the pony.
Really? Then this
No.
is a stupid name for a fucking line.
I know, it
crap, was
is.
it the helicopter
And
line?
it's a stupid. It's the helicopter line, and I don't know
Why?
what the significance
Why?
of that is.
Why?
It does not tell me what the significance of that is in this book. I don't know. I could not have put that together from looking at their names. Or
Why didn't
anything.
you look it up?
Why what?
Why didn't you look it up?
Because I just looked at the question before we started the show.
So I just
Draw a book
Googled,
for me.
maybe I should do San Jose Sharks, I guess.
I can't. This time coming up. Is this a real thing? Oh.
The helicopter line was named so because it operated more like a helicopter than an airplane because it had no wings. So I guess they're all three
All
centers.
Centers? Who the
That
fuck?
Christ, that's a
Is
stretch.
Who the fuck
fucking
named them
stupid.
the helicopter line?
It does not say that.
That must have been
on
Peter DeBoer. You're right.
this list. It doesn't.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Might have to end
Fantastic.
trivia for a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry about that.
So we didn't
I don't
do
like
the
the questions.
Metro. I'm just gonna jump out of order for a moment. Because Isles have a prospect in the Memorial Cup tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Memorial Cup. You guys care about it? The penultimate game in the Canadian Junior Hockey Leagues. We have a one player.
What
in the
game is it, Nick?
Memorial Cup. The
No.
penultimate.
It's the. Could you do that again?
Penultimate game. If you want to correct me afterwards, it's fine.
No, I just want you to say it 100 more times.
Okay. Well, we have
And it's the penultimate. It's.
penultimate
Oh God.
penultimate game. We have William DeFore, one of the Isles prospects. He scored not one, not two, but three, but 4 goals in the game before. And
And he's a terrific actor. I love
really
Willem
give a
Dafoe.
shit about some fucking Islander prospect playing in a fucking
fuck you.
junior league game.
Fuck you. I'll unmute myself, you son of a bitch.
But Tom, I
tomorrow.
don't know if you understand, Tom. This is the penultimate game.
You know what?
Sorry.
When one
I live my
DeFore
life on
scores
mute. I don't know what you're
4
complaining
goals
about.
on you in the Rangers in a couple years, we'll have this discussion again. All right.
Not with the, no, because she's
Back to
still
you,
better.
Steven.
And that was your ride on the Metro.
Whatever. Fuck
Igor's
you
better.
guys.
And now it's time for impressions with Nick.
Fucking great.
I'm so glad I
Penultimate.
so glad I do the editing.
Penultimate time of the entire podcast. All right.
So
Yeah, we're
glad I do
doing-
the editing.
A little bit comedy movie trivia.
How many we got?
Quotes. We got 10. 10.
10. All right.
We'll see how far we can get before I fucking butcher all of it.
Make it quick. Go.
All right, you guys ready?
Type 45. Type 45. Come on.
Number one.
We're already toast.
We're already. All right, number one. You sit on a throne of lies. Number two. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Wait, we gotta give the movie or the actor? Or what?
Movie. It's a
Okay,
movie. These are all movies. I don't remember the actors. I was too far gone at that point. Number three. Tina, you fat lord. Come get some dinner. Tina, eat. Eat the food. Eat the food.
Throw a football over that mountain.
Right, here we go. Number four. You Googleizer. When it speaks at funerals, or did you think I'd be too stupid to know what a you googly was?
You're lucky I know your impressions.
Number five. It's not a purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. Number six. We will now use the power of the continuum transfunctional to banish you to Hoboken, New Jersey. Number seven. My grandmother always used to say, why buy the cow when you get the sex for free? She said that? All the time, before she became a lesbian on her 60th birthday. But that's besides the point. Right. Out of order, even in the future, nothing works.
Yeah.
Number nine.
You're gonna be mad you didn't get that one, buddy. You're gonna be mad you didn't get that one.
Okay.
Trust me.
You won't get number 9, so it's okay. Number 9. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Number 10. All right, hold on. Let me tell you, I gotta do something special for this one. Number 10. Ready?
Take your shirt off.
Excuse me. I'd love to ask you some questions.
Another list he makes multiple appearances on.
I would not have gotten that one if he.
I got it.
Using his hymen.
You got 8?
I got 8.
All right.
How do you know
You guys
already?
ready? Because he knows them. Pretty easy. 2 he was like, I definitely don't know. All right. Number 1.
Two, I definitely don't know.
I knew you guys weren't gonna get 1 because you guys told me you didn't like watching the movie. All right, number 1.
Elf.
Idiocracy.
That's later. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 1. Did you give it? You guys all have Elf?
Yes.
I didn't get. I'm not in this, by the way. I got at most maybe 3.
Okay.
Good.
Wow. All right. Well, these
Maybe
are all
4.
newer movies. These are all new movies, I guess. Yeah. Number 2.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb
Billy.
and Dumber. That
All
one I
right,
got.
both.
Okay.
All right. Number 3.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
That one I did actually happen to guess.
Good job. Well, you got it. Number 4.
Zoolander. Yes.
Zoolander.
Wow.
I know your impression.
Googleizer.
I knew it was doing Ben Stiller, but I didn't know what.
Googleizer. Number 5.
Hangover.
Yeah, I didn't have that one.
That's Hangover.
Getting.
Number 6.
Idiocracy.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Dude, where's my car?
What was the line again?
Something about Hoboken.
We will not use the power of the continuum transfunctional to banish you to Hoboken, New Jersey. The key is the continuum transfunctional, which is the whole thing in Dude, Where's My Car? Also, it's just too many lines that are super easy, so I had to give you one that was a little harder than that one. All right, number 7.
Idiocracy.
What?
Chasing Amy.
What? Anybody?
Didn't I
TS
say
and
Chasing-
Brody?
He said it. He said Chasing Amy.
No, it was Mallrats.
No, that's Mallrats.
Oh, misdirection. Shit.
Did you get that, Thomas?
I did not.
Nobody got that one. Wow. All right. Yeah, TS is in Mallrats, and then he's in is he cameo in
No. He gets
Ken
mentioned.
is.
He gets mentioned,
mentioned.
but yeah.
In James Bond Bob's Right Back, maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, it's been a long time, so I can't recall completely. Number 8. This one.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, you guys got Spaceballs.
You would have been mad if you didn't get that one, bud.
I saw him say it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't put my finger on it.
All right, number 9.
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
Yes, yeah, that'll make a lot more sense when you watch the movie. Number 10.
Sure it will.
Ace you got that one. Yeah. How'd you do?
7.
3.
Oh, Bill was right on 3, and Tom 7. Nicely done, sir. I'm surprised Steve didn't get the Mallrats one.
Yeah.
That was the one.
I was trying to place it, and then you moved on, and I didn't want you to go back because we were already an hour and a half into the podcast.
You should have said.
So...
You should have said. Say it again.
Yeah.
All righty. Congrats, Tom.
Good job, Tom. No, we played for pride, not prize tonight.
God
Sorry.
damn it. I hate this playing for pride crap.
Sorry.
Sons of bitches. All right. Let's go to this date in Steve's stomach.
Oh, that feels better.
We got a little one. Got a little notebook this time.
Yeah, I heard you have a little one.
No,
nothing. All right, go to September 5th. September 5th.
What's the year?
2017. We had a Coca-Cola Zero 20 ounce for breakfast with a Belvita, pepperoni slice of pizza with a Coca-Cola Zero can for lunch. And dinner was at the Blue Water Grill, where I enjoyed a grilled chicken sandwich, fries, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah, that's great because this is brought to us by Coke Zero right now.
This is
you're right. You reamed it. You reamed it.
Oh,
God damn it. We are going to actually get a sponsor for this segment next season. So thanks for Billy to really ruin the surprise for everybody.
Just for the record,
God damn it.
I was on vacation. So that might be why my eating choices were a little bit different than
Labor
normal.
Day, LBI. Yeah, that sounds good, right?
Why did you pick September the 5th, 2017?
So in Bristol of the UK,
international flavor.
Liam Smith spells his last name SMYTH, by the way. Started a GoFundMe page to replace his $357 window. Now you're saying, Tom, that can't be it. Why did the window break? Right?
Tom.
Yeah.
Why did the window break?
Funny you asked me this question. So he went on to Tinder, got a date, took her to a restaurant, went back to his place, and as fitting in another comedy movie that may or may not have been discussed tonight. I don't think it was actually. Along Came Polly. No one got that.
No.
No.
She took a shit in his bathroom, clogged the toilet, and she tried to take the shit out of the toilet and throw it through the window. Unfortunately, there was another window blocking, and she had to go, and the poo went down in between the two panes of windows. So she had to go between the windows, got stuck, retrieving the poop out of between the glass, and he had to call the fire department. They had to get her out, the whole thing, and broke the glass. And,
wow, it's the fire department.
Right. So that is why he had to get his window replaced. And I don't see the name of the chick in here at all. But
I don't know how the fuck do you find this
shit. He
ended
up not going out with her again. I don't know why.
Oh,
I mean, it's Tinder. It's Tinder. So is that pre-bang or post-bang?
I'm assuming it was. I mean, she's taking a shit, man.
Poor guy.
I don't know. Do you
Oh,
take a shit pre or after? Pre or
I mean,
Or were
it's-
there anal beads? Were there anal beads?
No, it doesn't. It says despite the messy first date. English humor. We did go meet for a drink and discuss setting up something, but she's a lovely girl.
A payment
But
plan?
I'm not going to date her anymore.
I stared at her asshole for 6 hours, straight down between my windows. So I was okay with not dating her again.
Yeah, I'm sure she's a lovely girl, but I think that's it. That's it.
She has a dirty taint. I'm good.
It's terrible. That's awful.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine? I can't even
Oh.
imagine.
Seriously, open the. If you're gonna throw poo out the window, you open the window first. Everybody knows that.
Why the fuck would
No,
you
no.
pick up poop?
She opened the window. There was a window behind the window that
Yeah,
she
you
opened.
open all windows.
She apparently didn't
Hold
see
on.
it because it was
Hold
dark.
on.
It was night out.
You guys are way too far in this. Why the fuck did she take it out of the toilet?
Well, because it was clogging the toilet.
was clogging
That
the
makes
toilet,
sense.
yeah.
Well, everybody does that when you clog the
That
toilet.
makes sense. I don't.
Go and you grab the poo
Why
out
would-
of the toilet.
Of
It's
all the
British
things to
humor,
do,
Nick. Nobody understands it. It's British
If you're
humor.
gonna pick up the poop, why not
Not
just
humor.
break it up with your hand? I mean, I'm just saying that would make a lot more sense than picking it up and throwing it out the window.
See, Nick's wasted and he even knows.
Come on, this is like poop 101.
Should have put it on a little wax piece of paper so it looked like a candy snack, and then get approached by the mother of the bride, and then you have to eat it, like an American wedding.
That's disgusting. Who would do that?
Gross.
It was in a movie, Nick.
Well, Stifler did it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a great movie. We should put that on there.
Well, we mentioned American Pies were in.
Yeah,
Halloween.
that's
Comedy-
another one. You got to mention the whole thing. You can't
Nah,
just
I
pick
mean,
one.
No,
With that,
one was
you,
good
you
enough.
You take the best one, like Nick did with the Caddyshack. You
Yeah,
take
that's
the
best one by sure, by
and
far,
you
by
say,
far.
"Ugh."
I saw American Pie in the theaters. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that in theaters, but it
Dude,
was
hilarious.
absolutely hilarious. The whole crowd was nuts. And then of course there's a scene with, like it was like, I don't have his time with like the webcam with whatever her name was.
Nadia.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Nadia.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Forget her
Yeah.
real name, Nadia.
Shannon
Whatever.
Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth. Being basically topless in the whole movie.
Not basically.
Was she masturbating? Was she
Yes.
masturbating in the,
No,
in the
not
thing?
basically.
On his bed.
That was an amazing scene to watch in a crowd of just a ton of people. just
Pubescent
going crazy.
children.
Amazing. I can't even that's one of those movies you can watch. You're like, oh my God, this is going on. And everyone's going
Oh.
crazy.
We're gonna have to have a top 5 list. Top 5 regular movie boobs.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've already done that list.
Okay. That
Already
next
done
week.
those.
Next week, top
Really?
5 nudity scenes in movies.
In regular movies.
Is that
Yes.
men and women?
Yeah. No
Rated R.
non-porno categories. No, it doesn't have to be rated R. Sometimes you get a PG-13, you see a boob.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I think
I'm
once
not
you get
sure
nudity,
I've ever seen that.
I think once you get nudity, it's R.
It's
no matter
straight R.
what.
I mean, in
Hard
this
R.
day and age.
It's
Yeah.
a hard R. Hard R.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, I got.
R.
Did you watch the original Caddyshack?
Yeah. long
With
time
your
ago.
eyes open.
Yeah, I don't remember it all, but it's good. 2 is better.
This is right up there with Tina saying European vacation is the best vacation.
Well, listen.
Oh my God.
wait, hold on. European Vacation is a quality movie.
It's not the best vacation.
No, it's not the best vacation, but it's close.
Vegas.
It's close. It's close.
Close to shit. All right, boys. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Nick
Well,
needs another drink.
it's
Wrap
calling
it up,
it.
Tom.
we didn't have any reviews, but we are leveling off in the United Arab Emirates. We are still number 47 and going strong.
Way to go, Papa Giorgio.
I don't know about going strong, but we're fucking hanging in there. We love you guys in the United Arab Emirates. Don't forget to go on to the Twitter @friends_rivals and give us a little follow. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We will read them on the air if you want us to. Turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast. Billy,
I just want to stop you. This is the penultimate comment of tonight's podcast, so make it good.
Oh, it was going to be great. Yeah. No, I was inspired by our discussion last week about bands, so I'm going to sing you a quick song from Dream Theater. 77 minutes. This is their Metropolis Part 2. I'm just going to do it a cappella right now. So here's Part 1, Regression.
Mute him.
Close your eyes and begin to relax. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Concentrate on your breathing. With each breath you...
Oh, my friends and rivals. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off.
how long do you actually think he'll continue to sing now? You think he's just going to sing all 77 minutes?
I'm just amazed you let it go that long.
I listen. You gotta let the bit develop.
He's still talking. He's still talking.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think he's? It's more of like a William Shatner spoken word thing. It seems like
he was clicking.
Do you think he's singing?
He was clicking. That's all I knew is.
Well, that was the clock, I think, because the whole thing is like a clock.
It wasn't a clock. It was a pendulum.
Metronome.
No, if I'm not mistaken, it's the ticking of a grandfather clock.
Or no, I think is it called the metronome? That thing that keeps the.
That's the thing that sits on the piano, but that's not what it was. It was a grandfather clock.
To rejoin the past
Oh, he is
once
singing
again. Nothing seems real